together, why do the government, who controls 99% of the people,
Mhm.
try to conflict turmoil through all the people for their own personal gain?
Well, it's stated in, I mean, the Declaration of Independence, and it's stated in the amendments that if your government decides to cause turmoil, like you said, it's our God-given right to overthrow that government. However, the government has stabilized the environment in a way where they're gonna take everything away from you, but in the course of you wanting it, it you have to do something for it. But even though you do something for it, it's not worth it anyways. At the end of the day, it's not.
So
I
why?
mean, think about it, like TVs, games. I mean, we got electronics, new cars, jewelry. I mean, this is basically a way for the government to be like, hey, look, we know you worked hard and slaved yourself away of making it happen, but we want our shit back. But we'll give you something that's not even worth anything because we get it made elsewhere and it costs us like 30 cents, 50 cents to make.
So why is it okay for the government to suppress the people?
It's not. It's
And
it's
how
really
come-
it's
and how-
really it's really the people that needs to oppress the government.
But how come these discussions don't happen in low income environments, but everything else is talked about?
Because your voice is never going to be heard for something because it's not important to them.
Who said it's not important to them?
The people, the government, the people who governors, I mean mayors, I mean people who
Basically saying people that have the money.
people who basically own it and will tax the shit out of you for a business and keep taxing you. But guess what? They're getting tax write-offs from doing what? Charities.
Mm.
You get tax write-offs from doing charities. That's why you see so many celebrities and multi-millionaires and billionaires, once they reach that status, so they don't get taxed, they do charities. It's called a tax write-off. Everybody knows that. It's that why they keep their money in their pocket. It's why people are struggling to this day, and there's no hope. I mean, if you look in downtown Hartford, it's a morgue. You know, it's like looks like it's dead. A lot of stores are closing down. Even the job that I work at, she's closing in December, and she's helped the mayor. She's helped every like business possible to. And now that she's struggling, nobody wants to blink an eye. So it really goes to show that even if you are very successful, you can't help everybody. And I think these billionaires, these rich people, twist that idea. So they understand that people are suffering. They understand that, but here's the thing, they're living such luscious lives by the backbone of other people. They don't have to really worry about that, because if they worried about it, guess what would happen with them? Their money would be gone and be given to you, to me, to any poor, low-income neighborhood. They don't want to do that. That's why so many people are trying to advocate for that. They're trying to fight for the system. They're trying, but here's the thing. It's so hard to overthrow the government nowadays. Like back in the day, like if you can't, if it's stated already in the Declaration of Independence and it's already stated in your amendment rights, but we can overthrow the government, they're gonna look at it like you're a terrorist. That you have no business in messing with any type of affairs, and you would probably get shot, killed, or imprisoned for it. So there's your oppressed. People are scared.
So
And
why
people,
do they
and they're so
so-
comfortable with being scared. That's what happens.
So why are people scared to voice their opinion on the live?
Even if they voice
chat?
their opinion, it doesn't.
Or-
You could take this whole entire neighborhood, bro. You could take everywhere. You can take Hartford. You can take West Hartford. You can take East Hartford. That's still not going to be enough. It needs to be like a group of divided people who believe in the concept of, you know what, we're done. We're done suffering. We're done feeling that like this is never going to get anywhere, and everyone just needs to come together. The problem is that nobody trusts each other. There's just a lot of shootings happening, murders happening. People are scared for their life. I mean, people don't want to band together because they're scared that it's going to get their family involved, it's going to get them involved. So it's like, that's where oppression comes from. The government uses fear against people. That's why if the government was really on our side, somebody who gets shot and killed, or shot or whatever, that ambulance would be right there. There would be localized ambulances moving everywhere, just in case. You know what I mean? But we don't have that because people, they're pocketing their money. They're pocketing it. That's why hospitals are struggling. That's why there's so many IV fluids. Like nowadays, they're hard to come by. Because so many people, rich people, are buying them, and it's leaving no stock to any hospitals. Like these people only care about their well-being because they made it to the point where they don't have to worry no more. And I understand that. Because if I was a multi-billionaire, and even if I gave a little bit back, it probably would hurt it would hurt me too. So I would probably be like, fuck that. Like, it's each his own. Like, I had to make things myself. Like, I'm sure anyone else can do it. But that's what people think.
But even if people think like that, is it right? Because everybody don't have
No, it's
the
not.
brain capacity
It's not.
to even last through a lot of storms that are thrown at them. Like, for instance, I go through a lot of storms, and people might think I might be the most successful person through the things that y'all probably seen me accomplish. But I don't think that's just it. I think those are things to help the people that I'm around.
Yeah, look at so many successful people. Look at you take Martin Luther King for example. He back then was for pro-black rights. He was trying to make it so even a white man could sit with a black man and a white woman could sit with a black woman. I think the problem is that when you convey such a powerful message and you get, legions. Legions are like thousands of people. Just like in the Bible, demons, when they call themselves a legion. It's thousands of them.
Yes.
Thousands of people came to Martin Luther King because they knew all it took was just maybe one person to just change everything, and that's what he was trying to do. Unfortunately, he was shot and killed.
And it makes them doom.
So there goes your oppression. Even nowadays, slavery exists still. There's executions still going. We're fortunate enough to not have to go through that, but we're oppressed. So it's like, think about this, for example, China is a dictator country. It's not a free rights. Like, those people don't have free rights like we do. Like, if we openly spoke in China, we would probably get arrested for it. Nobody has a gun. Nobody. Not even, like, the police officers are the only ones that do, but they have such a low, like, morality rate as far as, like, killing anybody. Like, it's clean.
No, because if you do a crime,
But they can't. But here's the thing about these people, these Chinese people.
But if you do a
they
crime,
can't say nothing bad about China at all. They are monitored like North Korea, just like any other country was run by a dictator. A dictator is not somebody you want to be under. You get what I mean? Look at Vladimir Putin in Russia. He's a dictator. Trump is basically a dictator if you think about it. You know what I mean? Like, being a dictator, you're selfish. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're providing for your community, it's selfish because you don't care about their rights, their freedom. There should be no right to speak against anybody. That's what they do. That's why in China, you know what I mean? People don't judge you. They're not xenophobic. Xenophobic means they judge another race. They don't judge. If anything, they love Americans. You know what I mean? They love us. If you go to fucking China, bro, they would love you too. They don't judge by the color of your skin or how you act. They're non-judgmental people, and I think that under a way, they're successful, but under a way they're not. Because as Americans, we believe that it's our God-given right to say whatever we want, and nobody can say anything about it. You know what I mean? Like, we're not trying.
No, boom, you saying that, but in the Constitution, because you said that about maybe like 20 minutes ago.
What is a rebellion to you? Let me ask you that. What is a rebellion to you?
Hold on, before I tell you, talk about the Constitution. I'm going to tell you about a rebellion in a second. You said